Welcome to you all in my YouTube channel Experience Mathematics. In today's video, I am going to teach you how to plot the graph of the quadratic curve. Before starting, I want you to make sure that you please subscribe my channel if you have not already subscribed, and also share this video with your friends who need help in mathematics. And I also request you to press bell icon so that you will be informed about my coming videos. Now I'll start my today's topics. So here we have to draw the graph of the function y equals to x square minus 2x. This is the quadratic type of curve or quadratic function because the power of the variable, highest power of the variable is 2. Okay, so the function having power of the variable 2 is known as quadratic function in general understanding. So to plot any curve, first of all we will put x equals to 0 and see whether y is 0 or not. That means when x equals to 0, then when we put x equals to 0, we will get the point where the curve intersects y-axis, and when we put y equals to 0, we will get the point where the curve intersects x-axis. Okay, so here first of all when we put x equals to 0, when x equals to 0, y equals to also x0, here y equals to also 0. So the curve curve passes through the origin. Okay, so this is one of its characteristics. Similarly, next that when y equals to 0, at the time here y equals to 0, so 0 equals to, from these two terms x is common, x minus 2 you will get. This implies either x equals to 0 or x equals to x minus 2 equal to 0, that means x equals to 2. Therefore the curve intersects here y equal to 0 means it is x-axis at 0 0 and 2 0. That means this 0 0 is the origin itself. Already we have found out it passes through the origin, and this 2 0 is the point on the x-axis. That means curve intersects x-axis at 0 0 and 2 0. Okay, so in this way we found out where the curve intersects x-axis and y-axis. Next thing is that here y is real for all real values of x, so the domain of the function is domain of the given function equals to minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, so just like in the exercise of the function where we found out a domain and range, here if we write all language in detail it will be very much lengthy, so I am telling orally and writing domain also directly. And similarly for range what we will do is y equals to, for range, what we can do is y equals to, you will write here x square minus 2 times x times 1 plus 1 square, but here is no 1 square, so whatever I have added I should subtract here. So y equals to, it will be x minus 1 whole square minus your 1 square. From this we will get this, and now x minus 1 whole square will be y plus 1, and this implies x minus 1 equals to plus minus root over y plus 1, and this implies x equals to 1 plus minus root over y plus 1. And for x to be real, y plus 1 bigger or equals to 0. This implies y is bigger or equals to minus 1. So range equals to minus 1 to infinity. This is its range. Y is bigger or equals to minus 1. So the range is from minus 1 to infinity. So this is another characteristics. All right. And now I will continue up here after this. And next that is, this is the quadratic equation. It is in this form: y equals to x square plus bx plus c form, and its vertex we know in characteristic number D, coordinate, x coordinate of vertex equals to minus b over 2a is our formula. If you compare with this, then minus, from the formula in place of b we have minus 2, and 2 times a is here 1, so from this you will get 1, x coordinate of the vertex is 1, and y will be 1 square minus 2 times 1, that will be 1 minus 2 equals to minus 1. Therefore coordinate of vertex is 1 minus 1. Okay, so using these 4 characteristics we can plot the graph of this, and we can also include one more characteristic, that is here if you compare with this a value is 1, here a equals to 1 bigger than 0, so the parabola, so this quadratic equation represents the parabola, so the parabola or curve represented by this equation is concave upward. You know that if a is bigger than 0, then it is concave upward, and if a is lesser than 0, it is concave downward. So using these characteristics we can plot the graph of this function. Okay, so in this class 11 our aim is to draw the graph without using graph paper. Using the characteristics we have to plot the graph. So let us draw the graph of this. Origin x-axis, y-axis, here 1 2 3 4, and here minus 1 minus 2, and then here also minus 1 minus 2 we can write. Okay, so now here first of all its vertex is 1 minus 1, x coordinate is 1 and y coordinate is minus 1, so it is somewhere here, and next that it intersects x at 0 0, it passes through the origin here, and 2 0, it also passes through this point. And now using these 3 points, we can sketch the graph of this. So its graph will be parabola. It's like this. Okay, in this way we can plot the graph of this. And moreover, here this square term x minus 1 whole square, if you equate this with 0, then you will get x equals to 1. That means x equals to 1. This is the line which is parallel to y-axis. It is the axis of symmetry or axis of this parabola. Okay, in this way we can plot the graph of this quadratic function using its different characteristics. Okay, so this A, B, C, D, E, these are the characteristics of the curve. Okay, so when question asks to draw the graph of the function with its different characteristics, then we need to mention all these characteristics to plot the graph of this quadratic function. So now look at next question. Here also we have quadratic function. Okay, because power of the variable is 2, maximum power of the variable is 2 and not more than that. And for the graph of this also we will follow the same procedure like in one number. First of all, here when x equals to 0, this y equals to fx, y equals to here this 0, so y equals to minus 3. So the curve intersects x equal to 0 means y axis at 0 comma minus 3. Similarly, again when y equals to 0, then minus x square plus 4x minus 3 equals to, we can write 0. This implies here minus can be taken out as common. X square minus 4x plus 3 equals to 0, and this implies x square minus 4x plus 3 equals to 0. Okay, so here outside coefficient is minus 1. This minus 1 is not equal to 0, so x square minus 4x plus 3 must be equal to 0 for the product of these two terms to be equals to 0. And now we can factorize this. So while factorizing, here x square minus x minus 3x plus 3 equals to 0, we can write. From these two terms, x is common, x minus 1. From these two terms, 3 is common, x minus 1 equals to 0. So from this, we will get x equals to 1 and 3. Okay. And that means, therefore, the curve intersects this y equal to 0 means x-axis at 1 0 and 3 0. This is one characteristics. When x equal to 0 means it is y-axis, so it sets y-axis at 0 minus 3 and x-axis at 1 0 and 3 0. 3 0. It intersects intersects y-axis 8 0 minus 3. Now in next characteristics, when we compare this with x square plus bx plus c, so now x coordinate of the vertex equals to, our formula is minus b over 2a, minus b is 4 over 2 times a is minus 1, then we will get a 2, and y coordinate of the vertex will be coordinate of vertex is obtained by putting x equals to 2 in this equation. That will be minus 4 plus 4 to the 8 minus 3, that will be 8 minus 7, that will be 1. Therefore coordinate of vertex is 2 1. Okay, and we have found out the coordinate of the vertex also, and where it sits x-axis and y-axis also we found out, and like in previous questions we can also find out its domain and range. Okay, so it will be lengthy, so I have not found out the domain and range for this question here. And now next thing I'll mention here is can continue here. Next thing I want to mention here is, if you compare this equation with x square plus bx plus c, then a equals to, we get minus 1. Here a equals to minus 1, which is lesser than 0. So the parabola here, this is quadratic equation, this represents parabola. So the parabola is concave downward. Okay, here a equals to minus 1, which is lesser than 0, so the parabola is concave downward. Right, and using these characteristics we can plot the graph of this, and I suggest you to find out its domain and range also, like in I number. Not to make this solution lengthy, I have not found out domain and range, because with the help of these three characteristics also we can plot the graph of this. So I will show you the graph of this quadratic curve. Now let's look at the graph of this. Origin x-axis, y-axis 1 2 3 4, minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. Okay, now here the coordinate set x-axis at 1 0 is here, and then 3 0 is at this point, and it sets y-axis at 0 minus 3, 0 minus 3 point is this one, and its vertex is 2 1. So here let's suppose this is to be 1, this to be 2, so 2 1 will be somewhere here. Okay, and when you draw the graph of this, then it will be, we will join these points by a freehand. Such type of graph we will get for this. Okay, so here this will be the line of symmetry, so if we make it perfect square, then we can also get the line of symmetry. Okay, in this way we can easily plot the graph of the a quadratic function. I hope that you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and before going, I want you to tell that if you have not already subscribed my channel, make sure that you subscribe it right now, so that I will be encouraged to make more videos, and also press bell icon so that you will be informed about my coming videos. Thank you very much.